All right. In our last meeting, in our last class, we went over how to gather some data. And I gave you the length of a desktop, which is 59 centimeters. I gave you the length of an unsharpened pencil at 19 centimeters. And I gave you the length of a classroom ruler, which was 30 centimeters. I did ask you to make some other measurements, such as the length of the bottom of your shoe, and the length from my wrist to my elbow, and the length of my science notebook. So those three measurements needed to be rounded to the nearest centimeter. So if you could please make sure that you highlight and then make sure that you add centimeters so you have units on your data table. The next thing that I asked you to do was to build a bar graph. And on your bar graph on notebook page 7, so look at notebook page 7. Ooh, let me put that up just a little bit. Look at notebook page 7. On notebook page 7, hopefully you have a title, Measuring Length, and it is underlined. You also should have the M as a capital letter and the L as a capital letter. If you didn't use a ruler, this line isn't straight. It's very important that this is a straight line. I already gave to you the length in centimeters, so that's important, but please remember that this is the y-axis. Whenever you put numbers on the y-axis, they have to be in equal increments. This one is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could, when you number your own, you could go by twos, you could go by threes, you could go by hundreds, like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. As long as the increments are equal, it's good. Always make sure that you turn your paper so that you can actually write what it is that you measured. I did give you a label. This is the x-axis. Please notice that these bars are colored very neatly. The lines are very straight. If it didn't fall on an actual line, which the 59 did not, it was much more. And so please make sure that you did add an arrow indicating that 59 would make a higher bar. And then if it didn't fall in a line, like the 19 did not, please make sure you write that 19 or that 59. Please make sure you use a pencil or a pen, not just a colored pencil. The 26 was above a line. My measurement for 21 was above a line. The 26 was above a line. The ruler was exactly 30, which is exactly this 30 line, so you don't have to write on there. If you feel the need to do it, you absolutely can. I would also like you to make sure that if you colored in your bars, that you make sure that they're completely even. I would always also suggest that you use colored pencil because you can erase little mistakes if you made it. And so single color, make sure that you erase any mistakes. Make sure that it doesn't look like scribbles, okay? Make sure that your lines are neat and even. It doesn't draw your attention anywhere to any accidents that happen on the paper. On notebook page 8. On notebook page 8, you should have titled your graph, Measuring Length. Your M should be capitalized, your L should be capitalized, and it should be underlined. Please highlight that. You should have measured your y-axis or your vertical axis. You should have labeled it length in centimeters. Okay, your x-axis, that's this axis, you should have labeled it object or item measured. Please highlight those. You need to notice that when you connect your lines in your data, when you connect your data with your lines, you need to make sure that you use a ruler. These lines have to be straight. If you didn't, please make sure you do. You don't have to write down the numbers over a line graph, but it's okay if you want to. You can do numbers right on top of the dots. Your dots always should start at the first dot and end at the last dot. All right, see me if you have questions about this.